What's up, guys? Katya here, and I'm with a guest, George.
Hi, Katya.
Hello.
Hello.
This is George's 2003 Acura CL Type S. So, George, why did you decide to purchase this car?
Because there's a very special stick in the center console that makes this car super fun to drive.
Is it the manual transmission?
Absolutely. The only year that this car came with a manual transmission.
Oh, wow, nice. And it's a 6-speed, correct?
Absolutely.
Nice. How long have you had this car for?
I've had it since August of 2006.
Nice, sweet. And I heard that this car is quite rare. How many were produced in North America?
3,511.
Oh, wow, nice. And how many came to Canada?
336.
Oh, whoa. So he has a pretty rare car. Have you ever owned an automatic car?
For a short period, and I got rid of it.
And for this car, how much horsepower does it have?
260 or 265 horsepower, depending on whose literature you read.
And it's a naturally aspirated engine?
Yes, it is.
Nice, cool. George,
Yeah.
what is the drivetrain of this car?
It's front-wheel drive. It has a limited slip differential.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And do you daily this car?
Up until about 3 years ago, it was my daily driver, but now I just drive it in the summer.
Do you have any mods on this vehicle?
It is 100% original.
Oh, wow.
To the point, it's still this original factory clutch and still the original exhaust.
That's pretty cool and very rare for a vehicle of this age
Yes.
to be stock.
It is, and it's got almost 350,000 kilometers on it.
Oh, wow. Any major issues with this car?
Other than regular maintenance, no. No, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to stick with a Honda product.
That makes sense. What kind of maintenance do you do? Just regular oil changes and...
Regular oil changes. I had a really good Honda mechanic. I would just take the car to him, give him the keys, and he would take care of it for me.
What is the driving experience like of this car?
For me, it is very spirited and a lot of fun.
Do you like to go faster around the corners and stuff?
Yes, I like to go as fast as I possibly can. This car, once you're out of first gear, it's got, is close ratio gearbox, but once you're out of first gear, and with the VTEC, it is happy when it's above 4,000 RPM, so that's
nice.
where I like to keep it,
Sweet.
up above that. And that's
And-
when it sounds the nicest.
Can we see the trunk?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's a pretty large trunk.
Yeah, I think you can get 2 Katyas in there.
Yeah, probably. That's really good. Very good for if you want to daily this car.
Oh, it is. Absolutely. There's lots of space.
What is the fuel economy like for this car?
When I drive it hard, I'll get about 400 miles to the tank.
Nice. I like to view my fuel usage in the same way as miles per gallon rather than miles per gallon.
Absolutely.
And what is the octane level that this car takes?
I like to put 93 or 94 in it.
What's the minimum?
91.
Yeah, just exactly, just like in my BRZ, exact same requirements.
Yeah, and that's the difference. The Type S model, like from that generation, the regular CL and the regular TL, they can run on, I believe it's regular fuel.
Oh, okay.
And then with they only have 225 horsepower, and then with the upgrades, the factory upgrades, to get to the 260 and the retuning requires the premium.
Oh, nice. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Do you feel cool at the gas station when you press the 94 octane button? Because I do for my BRZ.
Well, and I know my baby's getting the good stuff.
Yeah. And I noticed right here you have this like tape thing. What is this?
Unfortunately, we got a little bit of rust there that formed from the inside in between the panels. So just recently, sadly, I had to open it up to see how bad it was. So that's another little thing that we're going to address this year.
Do you know what caused it to rust here?
Probably just water got in between the panels and it was sitting in there. And yeah.
Can we see the engine on this car?
Let's have a look at the engine.
Oh, wow.
So Another reason I wanted this, I knew I was going to get a good vehicle, is because it's got the Honda J Series in it, which is awesome. I mean, I haven't modified it, but people have modified it up to 1,000 horsepower.
The oil is right there.
Yep.
The windshield fluid, it all looks very neat. And
It is, and my buddy who's going to help me. Well, one of the issues with the car right now is the rear main seal is starting to leak, and I figured, 300,000+ kilometers, maybe it's expected to happen, but we can get the transmission out in about 3 hours. So
whoa, 3 hours.
It's one of the easier ones to work on, actually.
Anything that you would like to show off about this car?
Sure, yeah, I guess there's a few things. It was a premium model, so it's got a nice sunroof, the wheels, the spoiler, dual exhaust.
Dual exhaust is pretty sweet. I have a modded exhaust on my BRZ, and I kept it as a dual exit exhaust rather than a single exit. And can we see the interior?
Yeah, let's have a look at the interior.
Anything you like about the interior?
Well, the seats for the Type S were perforated leather, a little more bolstering than the regular CL and the TL. Physical buttons. The Type S, with the manual transmission, it does not have the vehicle stability, and the Honda, there's the other one, the vehicle control management that the automatics have. So this one is, if I get into trouble, I'm in trouble. There's nothing to save me.
Is the steering wheel comfortable?
It's very comfortable. It's adjustable. The seats are adjustable. I've got two memory positions.
Leather seats as well?
Leather seats, automotive leather, whatever that is. But they're perforated. They're nice. They're fairly comfortable. Heated.
Oh, sweet, nice. Good luxury features for the early 2000s.
Yeah, this is what you got, I guess, 20 years ago, right? And the back seats functional too. You can fit two people in there.
Were you ever tempted to mod this vehicle?
Yes, I was. I did have intentions on modding it, like the suspension, for example, because the previous Accord that I had, I modded the suspensions. It was a lot of fun to drive, quite a harsh ride, but my mechanic, he pretty well talked me out of it, and he said, enjoy the car, enjoy what the engineers put into the car, and he wasn't wrong. He wasn't wrong.
Nice, sweet. And any other kind of mods, or just the suspension?
Well, yeah, guys, you could get an optional supercharger.
Oh, whoa.
With these cars back then. It added about, I think the package was like 10 grand to the car, and it boosted it well over 300 horsepower.
Oh, whoa.
Right. I mean, and the only mod that I did is the window tint.
Window tint.
Just the window tint. That's just for comfort.
So, George, what are your favorite memories with this car?
Every time I get in and go for a drive, I create a new favorite memory.
That's pretty awesome. Have you ever taken this car on a road trip before?
Yeah, we've taken it on a few road trips. It's been down south to California, almost to Mexico, 2 or 3 times.
Oh, sweet. I took my BRZ down south that far as well.
Absolutely.
That's pretty cool.
And you took it on the Pacific Highway.
Yes.
Absolutely. That's a wonderful road.
It's a great highway to drive on, yeah. And would you recommend this car to other people if they came across one?
Absolutely. It's an awesome car to drive if you can get one. Most of them have been modded. There's still a few which haven't. There was one for sale in Quebec. They were asking what you would pay new for the car, but it only had 30,000 kilometers on it. So.
Oh wow! What was the MSRP of this car when it was brand new?
I think it was just over $40,000.
Oh whoa! Yeah. That's a lot of money. Holy! And so, do you think this car has kept its value?
It's hard to say. Yes and no. I think it's becoming more of a desirable car now because part of the reason is the engine, the J Series motor, and
It's also reliable too because it's a Honda.
It is. It's very rural. Like that, I said, that transmission has never let me down, and it is even with the high mileage, it is still a pleasure to drive.
Sweet. That sounds really awesome. And what is your absolute most favorite car?
Well, other than this one right here, I would say probably the first generation NSX.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, an NSX is really cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, George, for your time and for showing off this car to everybody.
My pleasure.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and remember, stay chillin'.